Hello and welcome to my stream today. Well, I am going to be playing more of Ghost Trick. As today, I don't actually have more comments to say about that. It's a very fun puzzle game. And last time around, we helped a death row prisoner escape prison. Watched him get caught up again, and are still very much questioning what the hell is even going on. But let's continue. As we are now going to some minister's place, where, for some reason, Lynn is there, and nobody else is there. Now that my assignment to stop the execution had ended in such an unsatisfactory way, I decided to go see Lynn at the Justice Minister's office. Detective Jout's story about this other murder weighs on me heavily. Should I tell Lynn about it? I just don't know. This time, Lynn isn't dead, but the atmosphere makes me think it might be too soon to count my blessings just yet. Is that dead body behind the desk? I'm glad Lynn isn't dead, but what in the world is she doing? Then again, do I really want to know? Yep, there it is. And that's a dead body. Gone pretty far already. I don't know how long the game actually is, so... But yes, there is in fact a dead body right there. I should have gone to Lynn first and talked to her. Actually, hang on. I want to go to Lynn first and talk to her. I want to hear her say what happens. It doesn't cost us much time, so it doesn't really matter that much right now. Also, the music's still good. Also, hello there, Bakasuna. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing quite well. Trick time. Meanwhile, you spend half your day in the same Hunter x Hunter world making negative progress. Eh? What kind of greeting is that? I mean, I know I'm a ghost and everything, but... Well, and how'd it go? Was Detective Jout still alive? He'd already been executed by the time I got there. I did manage to save him, but... You did? Oh, I'm so glad! Wait a minute. Did you say but? I told Lynn about my adventure in the prison. About that other murder, though. I couldn't bring myself to tell her. Inspector Cabanilla arrested Detective Jout? I can't believe it. Yeah, I feel the same way. Can't believe that wherever I go, somebody's always dead. Either you or someone else. Sorry about that. So, who's that lying on the floor there? Oh, you noticed him, did you? That's the Justice Minister. The man who signed the order to carry out the Detective Jout's execution. He was already dead when I got here. Shouldn't you have called for help in that case? I guess so. But I'm wanted, remember? For murder. I was hoping we could save him without me getting caught. We, eh? Oh boy. Let's go and say hello. To the Justice Minister. Hey, can you hear me? He's dead. He still seems to be unconscious. Did you rescue him now while he's still unconscious? Instead of talking to him, I bet it'll be faster to just see for yourself what really happens. Yeah, but you're right. Back we go then, to 4 minutes before his death. I bet it's gonna be something really stupid like choking on a drink. It's gonna be something real dumb because we haven't had that yet. Emma! Oh, excuse me. What? do as you say. This is terrible. His wife and kid have been abducted, haven't they? Why don't you answer? Heart attack? Yeah, heart attack. Medicine! Ah! Water! Well, that's unfortunate. Such a foolish man. Oh, you woke up! He's a contradiction. Contradiction? The more we search for the truth, the further into a dilemma we fall. The world of men is steeped in contradictions, so if we choose this, we can't have that. If a man tries to have his medicine bottle and water pitcher, too, he loses both. Oh, I don't know. To me, it looks like you could have had both of these things just now. He didn't know the truth about the world. That's why he died. Such a foolish man. Or maybe I should say, a pathetic man. That's a more fitting word. I don't think this guy gets it yet. Foolish man and pathetic man is him. Is that what they call a contradiction? By the way, what's your name? Just call me a seeker of truth. Sidestepped that one, didn't he? No need to think about too hard about this one. All I have to do is get his medicine to him. Pretty simple. But there's one more thing that concerns me. What was a telephone call just this minute got all about? It was right after that his health took an instant downturn. Never seen such a foolish, pathetic, and strange man. I think you'd better stop there. Emma! Oh, excuse me. Forgive me for calling so late, Mr. Minister. Who is this? How did you get this number? We have your daughter. Who is this? Amelie's tutor? Would the tutor call you at this hour? No. I'll say it one more time. We have your daughter. What? My daughter, is she alright? Tell me she's alright. Hear for yourself. What do you want? What are your demands? I believe you already made the demand known the other day. Oh, so it was you. And have you complied? Has the execution been carried out? I didn't do it because you demand, I did it because that's my job. Yes, of course. They should be contacting me any minute now with the confirmation there's no need for this kidnapping. We're very thorough. You do well to remember that. Ah! And of course, it goes without saying, we're watching you. This information leaves that room. You'll never see your daughter again. I trust you understand that. Don't doubt the police, is that it? Exactly. All you have to do is your job. Alright, I'll do as you say. I'll make sure the execution is carried out tonight. You have my word. I want to know what's going on there. It probably doesn't help me going there. But I'm going to try it anyway. Apparently, the police in this country aren't so easily fooled. I had no idea this of tonight's. I had no idea a word of tonight's deal had leaked. Oh, really? I Kimo. Luckily, I managed to arrange it so that the Justice Minister could hear her voice. But what's taken the goods so long to arrive? I'm starting to get concerned. There's nothing here, is there? Uh-oh. This woman doesn't show any signs of moving from that spot. And I can't use the telephone line either. Looks like I fell into a trap. Oh, woman, I like traps. I don't know about that one. Some are sweet traps, others are bitter. Don't you understand that? Okay. Anyway, I think you'd better. I'd better rethink things here. Yeah, we gotta rewind from the beginning. Let's go. The second telephone call is the important one, though it didn't go through. Ring, ring. Skip this one entirely. Bloop, 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 bloop. Negative progress sounds fun. Sure does, doesn't it? Bloop, 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 bloop. Stay here. Sorry. Yeah. This is terrible. A kidnapping, eh? Once again, I'm not sure I know what the word means. But it's apparently the cause of the minister's attack. Such a useless man. Huh? A useless man caught him in a useless case. Why doesn't he understand that? Anyway, we only have 4 minutes here. I better do something about that medicine. Wait. I have to call my wife. I have to see if it's true. Maybe they called the wrong person. You make us different attention getting your ass ended by a Super Saiyan monkey, I see. This minister doesn't accept the truth easily. He's morally bankrupt. Okay, now you're taking it too far. His wife won't answer for some reason. A wife who doesn't answer her phone. I think I know who that is. A morally bankrupt man deserves a morally bankrupt wife. Why doesn't that man understand that? No, I'm sorry I ever brought this guy up all along. Yeah. Okay, that only works when the other party answers. So this medicine stops the minister's attack, eh? If I could, I'd spill them onto his desk right now. But unfortunately, I can't even open the cap. What a shabby excuse for a man. Huh? He wears his important-looking uniform and sits working at a stately desk. But what does he have inside? Nothing. A miserable, shabby excuse for a man. I think you already said quite enough. Well, he could at least drink some of this water. Too bad he knocks his pitcher to the floor at the end of this 4 minutes. Such a stupid man. Huh? Once water's spilled, there's no getting it back. And knowing it's this full well, why do people still spill water pitchers? I don't know, those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it? There isn't really much we can do here. There's a whole bunch of stuff on the other side of the room. Uh-oh, here it comes. His worry and anxiety have reached the peak. Such a disgraceful man. Huh? If one lives his life in fits, he's bound to be plagued by fits. It's so simple. Why doesn't he understand? But there wasn't a chance to risk him before now. Sort of yet, though. Can't give up now. No. Oh, come on. From beginning, okay. My friends could help. Yeah, you're available today. Yeah. It's often how it goes with those kind of games. So I need to be in the pill glass, that was correct. There's a bunch of stuff over here. I basically essentially need to kick the pill bottle over to the other side. Just have to get this medicine to the minister. But, only a few seconds left, it isn't enough time. Such a short-sighted man. Huh? Happiness escapes us just as we are about to put it in. We have to grab it while we can. Not only happiness, but dreams and love and hope too. Clearly, someone is overly naive. Anyway, there isn't enough time to do this, anything in the States. Did you say something constructive? I see. Don't know this puzzle, but there doesn't seem to be enough time to get to the bottle back then. The thing is, there isn't really anything else I can do either. Like, I need to be in the pill bottle to get over to the right side. Otherwise, there's just nothing I can possess over to the right side. Instead of certain... I know. Damn, that should help. At least now he's had some water. Still breathing, apparently. But he looks far from recovered, unfortunately. Such a wishy-washy man. Huh? He can't make up his mind whether to live or to die. That's how he lives his life. Okay, at least now I bought some time to get his medicine to him. If you could figure out a way to get to the other side, maybe. Yeah. Okay, yeah. The Minister's fate has changed, but the situation still seems the same. I can't move anywhere now. Did I miss something? I think I saw a path just a second. Well, the Minister was drinking the water. Maybe we should stop. While the Minister's drinking the water? What? Okay. While he's drinking the water? What? The pen? Maybe? Water jug to the chandelier? Maybe? I mean, close enough, right? That should help. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Fate changed. Okay, time for the next step. Now about this medicine bottle. The Minister's going to make a full recovery. I have to deliver this thing to him. But how is a ghost with no hands or feet supposed to do that? Let's just have to use my head instead. To be fair, we did a whole bunch of this already. That looks really good. But the medicine bottle was under that swing. It would go flying, but to the wrong side of the room. I think I'm starting to form a plan here. I think I need to restart. After fate change. No! You hit the button twice. I just gotta knock a bottle away. Gulp, gulp, gulp. And he's gonna be slightly okay. I don't know how the water will help him, but it apparently does. Blub, 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 blub. Yes, I know. I'm aware. What I think I need to do. What does this do? Ah. Wait. That was really loud. That iron's a lot heavier than it looks. It's made out of some pretty thick iron. I wouldn't want to drop that on my foot. I'm half the feet, so I guess I don't have to worry. Thing is, I don't think that'll help us much. I think we have to undo this now. Create a ramp. It's a pretty light frame for its size. There shows a lot of things that can fall down in this room. He's a fallen man. Huh? He deserves to have everything completely down on his head. Don't know about fallen man. You talk about him like he's your fall guy. I guess the key is what all of the objects are dropped in. I don't think that was correct. Oh wait, no. I can't trick that. Doesn't do anything. This thing is pretty heavy. It's got a good swing. Yeah, I know what to do in theory. Reckless man. The cards like to keep weapons around. What a truly dangerous thing to have around. In case, I bet I could. Yeah, do that. Thing is not in the way that I tried just now. It needs to be the other way around. I know what I need to do. After fate change. Spin harder. Let's do that again because I was an idiot and didn't actually do anything. I don't know why I didn't do anything, but I didn't. Into that piece of paper. To the right we go. Yes, I know, it's a pill bottle. So what we need to do is go over to the right side first and foremost. Raise this. Turn this. Spin this. Knock the vase down. Undo this. The dialogue. Sounds pretty light. Once the round's dropped, there's no getting it back. I guess I'd think carefully about what I drop and when. Over to the left side again. Drop the frame hanger. Now I need to go back over to the right side. Now to the right side we go again. We drop the globe onto there. Roll to the left, please. Bonk. We open the curtain. Now we lift this. We turn this thing around. That was the wrong thing. I don't know why I thought the fucking thing to turn the thing around was at the top. It was not. I am stupid. I have the solution to the puzzle, and I know that I do. I just did a misclick and did the wrong thing. Dialogue about the pill bottle. Yes, please. Thank you. Uh-huh. There's a whole bunch of left, right here. So, move you a bit. Turn the globe stand. Spin the globe. Plop. Into this and drop it. Open the curtain. Raise the arm. Go to the other sign hanger and drop it. Extend the arm again. Move the curtain back over to the other side. Drop the globe to create a bit of a catapult. And then we drop the heavy iron onto it, which will then hopefully launch the globe right onto the sword tip, which will then launch the pill bottle over to the other side. The important thing is to actually spin this stand instead of rocking it immediately. Plop. Whee! And hit him right in the forehead, killing him instantly. But medicine. That's not how you take medicine. Never take medicine like that. That's really bad. There, the minister finally took his medicine. I think maybe even took too much medicine. Such a greedy man. Huh? He's supposed to take 2 capsules with water. Why doesn't he know that? Oh, cut the guy some slack. There, see? Phew, that was a lot of work. Well, hopefully this taught him a lesson. Huh? He greatly underestimated his dependence on this medicine. I hope you learned something from this experience. First, know yourself. That is the key to everything. I think you need to listen to your own advice. Anyway, let's go back to the world of the present. And so the Justice Minister's now back to life, but the furrows on his brow are even deeper now. And apparently, our lady detective is the present cause of those furrows. Look, detective. He was sentenced after a fair trial, and the man himself wants to be executed. There was no evidence, and all they had was his own confession. But it was no ordinary confession, it was the confession of an esteemed detective. Stay back! Told you I don't want anybody coming near me. Mr. Minister, please listen to me. I might be able to gather new evidence in that case tonight. What? So please, just give me a little more time. I just got a call from the prison. The Jethro convict apparently just escaped. Unfortunately, after all this time, it seems he now wants to dodge his punishment. But when he's apprehended, his sentence will be carried out tonight. No. But when the sentence was handed down, you were against enforcing the death penalty. So why do you sign the order all of a sudden? Well, That was simply performing my duty as a Justice Minister. That's all there is to it. It looks like she's about to rip into the Justice Minister. I think she's forgotten all about me. I think I'll send her a little signal. Can't do it again. Thistle, there you are. Looks like the Minister's being very stubborn. That's right, he is. Maybe we shouldn't have saved him after all. The Minister has to have the execution carried out tonight, and he has a very good reason for it. A good reason? So then what had learned about the kidnapping? Kidnapping? They kidnapped the Justice Minister's daughter? Apparently. Oh my goodness. But still. Still no reason to hurry forward with the execution. Why don't you go ahead and say that to the Justice Minister then? The poor man. I hate to do that to them. Oh, by the way. Do you think you could carry me? Alright, sure. Not very high in the... Is it having no legs? No, don't carry the sword! You make him think you want to kill him! What are you doing? What are you going to do with that globe? Crack me over the head with it? Oh, this, pay attention to this. It's kind of hard not to pay attention to it. By the way, and please pardon me if this is a silly question, were you talking to somebody just now? But of course not, right? I mean, there's no such thing as ghosts, right? Are you talking about me? Ah! No, there's no such thing. This is a dream. It's nothing but a dream. Don't you remember me? The dream is talking to me. So now I'm a dream, eh? Mr. Minister? We know about your daughter. She was kidnapped, wasn't she? And if the execution doesn't take place tonight, you won't see her again. Been called worse things than that. I mean, being called a dream. Your medicine! Medicine! Oh, what am I going to do? The death row prisoner has escaped. If he isn't executed tonight, my daughter, my Emily. What if the execution isn't the right thing to do? Come on, Lynn. If you keep pressing him like that, he's going to die again. What can I do then? We have to do something about the kidnapping. Until we do that, it'll be impossible to get the Minister on our side. That's the way I see it. I think I'll start by gathering info on the kidnapping. And the only way I know how. We meet again, Mr. Minister. Oh, what? I've never seen you before. In any case, I'm a very busy man. If you're a dream, please don't bother me when I'm awake. I'm not a dream. Looks like it's just a waste of time trying to talk to this guy. I think you're right. Stubborn Justice Minister. Will you stop speaking ill of me inside my own head? Did you think there's something fishy about this kidnapping thing? Fishy? I mean, the demand is to carry out an execution that was already set to be carried out. It's just like the Minister said, there's no need for such a kidnapping. You might be right. I talked about this to somebody again? No, there's no such thing. No such thing. I'm a realist. I'll never believe in them. Not in the existence of ghosts, not in the escape from prison, not in this kidnapping. This realist is running away from several very real facts. At high speed, too. Anyway, let me try and find out more about this kidnapping. After all, I know where the kidnappers are. Oh, that's right. You have the telephone number. I think I'll go and see what those kidnappers look like. First of all, I'm actually going to go somewhere else, I think. No. Because, I know who the daughter is, after all. Let me just quickly drink something. Just like before. I don't see the little girl anywhere. Does this mean she was really kidnapped? Despite the fact that her husband and daughter are in trouble, the novelist types passionately on. But I don't get it. How did the kidnappers get a hold of the little girl? Well, let's just go to Lynn's apartment because we're right here anyway, right? Sign doesn't seem to be working. Guess I can't go there right now. I see. We can only go to stuff that is actually related, I guess? Why can't I go to the park then? Oh no, wait, right, the phone was dropped into the fucking water. I can't go to Lynn's apartment. The entrance is to a nearly deserted, dimly lit park. Hey, look at that! The detective was back. Camilla! Without knowing the situation, the scene would look pretty suspicious. Anyway, let's go to the thing where you actually need to go. I mean, we already know the kidnappers. I really should have paid the kidnappers side of the visit. After all, if we wanted Justice Minister to come around, we have to solve this problem first. I feel like I'm slowly moving away from our mystery, but I'm not the kind of guy who can abandon a little lady in trouble, so I guess I'm in this for a little while longer. Very good. Yes, safe. And yes, continue. Chapter 11, 12:10 AM, actually. So we're past midnight now. The Justice Minister's daughter had been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of the death row prisoner Jowd to be carried out tonight. Lynn says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her. And so I'm paying the kidnappers hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction. I know where this is. This is the basement of the Super's office. Yes, it was right, Beauty, my dear. And they had that restaurant surrounded. It took me forever to shake them, and now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap. Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle so you don't hurt yourself. Ouch, that hurts, Beauty. Well, that's okay. That's what I love about you. Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please. Yes, always keep a smile on a lady's face, right, my dear? There, see that, Beauty? Now there's a smile blooming on your face too, my dear. Yes, a wry smile. I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty. Alright, I'll dream of you until you return. Why don't you open the trunk for our guest? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little breather. Alright, little lady. Let me open the trunk for you. It looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. And something else is bothering me too. I don't think I've ever been to this room before, but something about this is giving me a strange sense of déjà vu. I've seen something like this before. Taking something precious to manipulate others, so that's what kidnapping is. The dirty tricks of those without the power of the dead to come up with. However, if I take that precious thing back, the power vanishes, doesn't it? Now then, time to see how the Justice Minister's little girl is doing. Before this guy wakes up from his dream of beauty. So you're saying this is not the same room? Are you saying that the other room was a reconstruction of this room? Whenever I possess a door like this, for some reason I get the urge to send something flying with it. These ghost tricks are kind of addictive. Probably have to send a... Oh, I see. Nah. Oh, actually, that works. Nyom. And swing. Okay. Nyom. A candle sconce. Let's see. Super Soldiers looked a little bit different, didn't it? Just a little bit, yeah, but not much. It's one of those things you light with fire, isn't it? As long as there's light in the room, it's something like this really necessary. But if something can be lit, it kind of makes me want to light it. I need another core to reach the trunk and open it. I wonder if I can create a new core. Shelf is suspended by very thin cords. They look like they're about to be break. But it'd be quite a spectacle if it fell. Something can break. Yeah, okay. Let's do the room part. The interior of the core was the same. It wasn't quite the same. It was just mostly the same. Darn. Can't reach my destination from here. The interior of the car was mostly the same, but not quite. But I do know what you mean. This room has a window, and more importantly, there's a door on the left. Can't reach those. I need a ball on the right side here to send myself flying to the other side. There are a few cores on the table, but I can't reach them. Unless maybe... There we go. Progress! There we go. Clearly the bad guys have disguised out of the superintendent's basement. No, it's more that this is probably the place that the superintendent styled his basement after. Just my imagination. Just my imagination? That's all he has to say? What an amazingly simple fellow. This room, on the other hand, is starting to look amazingly festive. The question is, how can I use it to my advantage? That's how. Dude could be a Skyrim guard. okay. Now I can kind of make use of that. I can make the thing spin faster. Yeah, I have an idea. Oh, this is one of those really annoyingly timed puzzles. Basically, what I need to do is I need to spin that thing faster, burn the candle brighter, and then spin the toy so that the line gets set on fire by the torch. Actually, this is probably going to be the easiest step because the candle will be set alight. There we go. Yeah. That's why I went like, okay, it can't be too bad. Essentially, I just need to roll this thing up. Set the bands on fire. Which will then burn left and right. Set that on fire, which will destroy that thing, which will drop the clock, which will give me a core that I can use to get to the trunk. Just my imagination. Just don't mind the fact that there's now torches and or candles lit everywhere. You fucking morons got the wrong girl. What idiots. Either that, or she looks really, really similar to Camilla. Though I kind of doubt it. Are you dead yet? No. I just put my controller down because I just realized that they have the wrong girl. When they... What's going on here? Is the lady this... Camilla. Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? No, she isn't. Just my imagination. Still dead. Still very dead. Also, a classic. How are you doing today? That was great. Actually, you said the other migraine, and I don't know. What's with the fun book and juice? Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. I want to treat a guest well. How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please. Your service, my dear. Be back in a flash. Hey, mister. Yes, cute little lady. More juice pumps? All you have to do is ask. Ever been kidnapped? Don't cry, little dear. It's nothing to be afraid of. Also a different thing, but that's not a subject for public discussion. I see. Okay. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know, but we just ask for a little patience. Don't say those awful things about this house. This house is where I used to live. Is she the daughter of Jowd? Is that why she's living with Lyn? What? I apologize, little lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What's the meaning of this beauty? Why here, at this girl's old house? Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal who chose this location. Oh, I see. It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind that. What about my bread and milk? Oh, of course. Oh, you be a good girl and smile while I'm gone. What bread, though? This isn't Germany. I don't think that's up for discussion. You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Not quite yet. This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house? What's going on here? What in the world? What does the little lady ever call in the head? Or was she called in the crash at the chicken dinner? When I helped out at Lyn's apartment, she didn't have one. So that must mean she must have died sometime after that. And also means somebody else must have saved her. Could I ask her what happened? A book. I wonder what the little lady is reading tonight. An exciting adventure story, maybe? Although she's getting quite a bit of excitement for one day. Bet it was Ray. Maybe. I think it was us when we kept the diner from collapsing. Who's that? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missile? Oh! Missile got Ghost Trick powers! Oh, that's too good. Ah. Mr. Cutest boy in video games. They fell his on his life twice. I'm sorry, I'm not Missile. My name is Sissel. Sissel? My name is Camilla. Camilla. So it is her. I knew it. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little thing is... this is the land of the dead. Land of the dead? Does that mean I'm dead? Darn, I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You can relax. You're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute. Maybe I do remember. Sort of. You do? It looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So there's some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Anyway, I don't want to press her if she doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something? About something else? Sure, go ahead, sissy. That's not a good name. About Camilla, first of all. I think she's the daughter of God. This is the old house? Yep, this is where we lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lyn and Missile. Lyn's like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yep, she's a detective, you know. She's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father... Is he the Justice Minister? My father is gone. Gone? Maybe he passed away. No, that's not it. My dad... He's going to die, and it's all because of me. What? What do you mean because of me? Why would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is a detective. No way. Don't tell me your father's Detective Jowd. That's right. What in the world? 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream, but it wasn't a dream. 5 years ago, that murder case. First of all, let's talk to her about the kidnapping. Lyn asked me to do something for her tonight. I know about that part. She asked me to go to the chicken kitchen and Dead End Drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. And I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through that park. What park? Thameslink Park? It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah, Lyn's always said, I don't like that park. Scary things happen there. Thameslink Park, eh? What are we going to do? Lyn's going to be mad. She is? How come? Because I left it there. The music box in the park. That's right, the music box. Let's go to the music box next. The music box was hidden in the apartment. Sure. So it doesn't spoil anything? It would be very fun if you're now getting Tenzing's a Turkish name. I see. That is a fun fact. Does it stand for anything? Fate? Yeah, that seems about right. I finally found it with a little bit of luck and courage. Guess where it was? I don't know where. I'll pretend I don't know. You know, you don't have to humor me. Oops. So what happened to the music box? I hid in the bushes at the park just before it happened. Just before you were kidnapped, huh? I didn't want the Batman to take it, so I hid it. I bet it's still there in the park. You did well. So the music box is in the park. I better let Lynn know. Incident 5 years ago. It's the murder of Dowd's wife. Ah. 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 They accidentally set up a Rube Goldberg machine that shot his wife? They set up a Rube Goldberg machine inside the house that shot his wife, and that's why he's now on death row. Like, what the fuck, man? Quite a surprise, yeah. My mom and dad were working and I was home by myself. That is not a laughing matter. I mean, this one is. And then I had an idea. I was going to surprise my mom and I set up that contraption. Come on, Camilla. Why is it dark? Bloody fucking hell. Mom! Mom! I still can't believe what it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that. I know that contraption, and I know how it's supposed to work. Party Poppers under the cake with a birthday message. My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. When I wanted to be executed, he asked for it. But I wanted to tell everybody it was my fault. My dad said that what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it. This is also unbelievably tragic. I don't know why he would tell her not to tell anyone, because... yeah, can't believe it. It's the latest Detective John's daughter. I just can't tell her. Can't tell her why she was kidnapped. Why was I kidnapped? I want to know! Oops. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe we'd better stop talking. It's too dangerous. Susie, you're not going to talk to me anymore? I think we'd better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. Okay, but... I'm going to rescue you now. Just hold on a little longer, alright? Okay, but we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promised. That fucking name. Updated the phone book. What took you so long? I traveled the entire time in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late, and all the shops are closed. We're leaving this place right now. What? But he's not here yet. If we couldn't meet at the restaurant, weren't we supposed to meet here? Yes, and he's the one who chose this location. I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work, all for the sake of this deal. Be quiet. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you, my sixth sense is very strong. Alright, as you wish, Beauty. Feel it. I sense something here in this room. Somebody there, can you hear me? Is she talking to me? I can sense your presence, you know. Next time I sense you, this child will die. Remember that. Alright, we're leaving. Pardon me, little lady. The fact that Sissel wanted to meet with them is quite concerning. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. God! Why do you have to be this way? The lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? One other thing stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. The sound of that kidnapper's final words. You made me. What do you mean I made you like this? I have nothing to do with that. Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? Twisted personality rubs on me. That was a very short chapter. Beauty and the Dandy, I see. Yes. I mean, I do concede that my personality is quite twisted. However, that's a stretch, I think. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The gun in the trunk was Detective Jowd's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. You'd like the Justice Minister? He was fine, yeah. I accidentally went to the wrong side of the room and tried to solve that puzzle there first, realizing I didn't have enough time, and then did the water bit first, and then, yeah. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. Told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. The kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. Camilla? Why'd they have to... Camilla? The father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister. I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake somehow. Poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists too. Like the kidnappers winding up in using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could just be coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it. Told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back. Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. Ah! How can I believe in you? I'm a realist. Please. If you don't believe what we say, see for yourself, just call home and... I tried calling 100 times, my wife won't answer. She won't? It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing? But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal? It doesn't prove it. When I'm being watched, I can't have the police go and check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, The hostage will be killed. What difference does it make if it's not my daughter? Ooh-wee, that's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Hey. Miss me, baby. Where's the vanilla? I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. It is. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. Detective Jowd? Detective Jowd, I'm sorry, I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. So sorry. Lynn, please don't apologize to me. Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and a student. It brings a tear to my eye. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cavanella, that the execution was tonight? I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Judd could never have done such a thing. Ha ha ha! Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know two things to be true and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty. Two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why'd you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishments. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons. So all those rumors about you true? But the only thing you care about is a spotless record. Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Everybody has a certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynn. But Detective Jowd, I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. But... Poor Emily, she's alright. Actually, the girl who was kidnapped is named Camilla. Why is the ring talking to me in my head again? Wait a minute, Emily? Could it be that the Emily next door? Yes, I think so. Wow, I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door. No, not me. My wife. It's complicated. Yeah, I bet it would be pretty hard to admit she left him. Minister's wife ran away on him? Maybe they grew apart with him being so busy. Yeah, I bet you're right. Please stop gossiping about me inside my own head. According to what I heard, Emily was supposed to go to some sort of lesson tonight. It's horrible kidnappers. They were lying in wait for her. But Emily didn't go out after all. She couldn't. She had a fever. Huh? And so the kidnappers grabbed Camilla by mistake instead? Apparently. Emily and Camilla are about the same age. Kidnappers must have gotten the two of them mixed up. It's my fault. If I hadn't asked Camilla to do that errand for me, this never would have happened. Alright, you asked about them, but you asked her to bring the music box. Camilla. So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. Something happened, something about a kidnapping? Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. It's terrible. What's the demands? The carrying out of your execution tonight. I had no idea what so hated. But the Minister doesn't have to worry. Now I died, it's all over. It's very simple. It's not that simple. Why not? Because it isn't really the Minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla. What? Camilla? I checked it out for myself, I'm positive. No, it can't be. And by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What? What are you talking about? Don't listen to him. I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. When I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla, who won't have to suffer anymore after tonight. Well, capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring a new suffering. The only person's pain in this execution is going to ease is yours. Is it true? What Camilla said? Why don't you tell us what you know? The murder 5 years ago. To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's Alma's birthday. We came home from work and she went in first. I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla, just the two of them. So the little lady's mother died right in front of her. Oh, that's so horrible. Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to. Made an impossible move. An impossible move? Powers of the Dead. It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convince everyone of, even me. But tonight, you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before. Powers of the Dead, right? I'd say in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries. Maybe not at all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers. Somebody there, can you? Oh, yep. Hang on. Hold up. This story might take a very interesting and very wonky turn. What if Sissel knew about the powers of the dead before he died here, and has been using them as an assassin? That would be really wacky, and really quite interesting. Because, yeah. I don't know how you would do that, but hey, that would be an interesting thing. Kidnappers who abducted Camilla know about those powers. There's no ordinary kidnapping. Looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was. Thanks for child. There's still time before dawn. Well, a little anyway. How would you see this case to the end before you die? Possible move. Camilla was quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption. First was, of course, the firing of that gun. Right, that was an antique gun that I had on display for years. So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design. Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday. And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid. Cupid? It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it. Somebody tried to assassinate Jowd himself. But then his wife went in first. Don't know what to say. I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in. Adjustment to the scene. But what kind of adjustments? The gun, of course. Gun, eh? Got to think of it. There was no gun there. Just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun on for that frame with a picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption. One thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking. So that gun really did shoot Alma. I hid the gun before I went to the police. You hid it? Put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective. What? What you mean? And that detective still thinks it's a music box. That's what's in the music box, huh? I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police, my own pistol. And did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into details. When I was all alone, all done, I turned myself in. Maybe that's why the blue people insist on Jowd's execution, because it's an assassination failed? Yeah, probably. Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true? Yes, of course. Okay, so there's still time. Still time? Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd, and of course, little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator's still out there, and I'm going to prove it. For Camilla's sake. That sounds wonderful. To be fair, I like this theme even more than Camilla's. It isn't used much. Thank you, Detective Jowd. Then, where's the music box now? In Thameslink Park, Camilla left it there. I've got some important evidence, you better go pick it up. Yes, sir, I'll go right now. So, take care of Detective Jowd. Do something about the kidnapping so we can get the Minister on our side. And yet again, I say, easy enough for you to say. What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate. A little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something. But you're here, you're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a specialty just for you, baby. I guess we better prove my innocence on the double. On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend. I want to save Camilla, in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it. Let's see, my old friends. In more ways than one. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in? The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement. As you wish, Your Excellency. Please don't bow down to me. Especially not that low. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Yes, sir. I'm guessing that he's not going to drive him back to the prison. The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle of these in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmates? I'm glad to see Detective Jowd all fired up now, but I feel like I'm under the gun here. Even if Lynn doesn't come through with the proof of Jowd's innocence, it will be meaningless if Jowd or Camilla dies. I've got to do something about kidnapping somehow. Maybe we should ask for some advice from the capable detective here. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I can do. Most likely, the Minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped. But she isn't the one, I'm sure of it. Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the Minister. Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever going to answer that phone if we call her from here. If we call from here, right, but a telephone works in both directions. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, only family members can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost. Yes? I have to admit, I don't like depending on others. But you're the only one who can change the situation. Gee, Detective. These past 5 years, Camilla's the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I had to ask this, but would you mind saving me? I'll try. Key to getting the Justice Minister is to stop the execution. It's his wife and his daughter. But is there a way? Well, we'll first have to go... Nope. Oh, we can try to talk to them, I guess. Excuse me, Mr. Minister? I can't hear you, la la la. I'm sure you've heard everything we've been saying. Are you telling me you don't believe any of it? Let me speak plainly. I don't trust you. But there's somebody else whom I'd trust even less. Oh yeah, who's that? Me. I can't explain your existence, it's not normal, but I'm pretty abnormal myself. So maybe you're a figment of my imagination, a delusion? Would you listen to a delusion? To be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about. I got the bit about you not trusting me, though. Good. Nope. Phone time. Well, hanging around here won't change anything. I've got 10 minutes before the prison man shows up. I could just do something about a kidnapping in those 10 minutes. I guess the telephone lines are my only hope. I can probably go to the Lady Red's apartment again. Maybe get her to call him. Chance back. Just as I thought. This little girl is saving a bit. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. This last link in the long chain of sad fate lit a fire in John's heart. And the chance to turn it all around is right there in his room. Getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight is related back to me in some way, and I bet this mistake-ridden abduction does too. Cleared chapter 12. Hang on, how many chapters did you say this game had again? 16? Was that it? 20. Never mind, okay, it's still continuing for a while. I visited the novelist's apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who's kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. 2/3 into the game. Yeah. The key to dispelling the Minister's doubts is now in a bed of coughing, and I need to use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmates. My darling angel, I'll just listen to that cop. You naughty thing. Did you leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night to play? A daughter after my own heart, but I must confess I didn't even notice you were gone. Didn't go out to play. I went to buy Papa a birthday present. Said he wanted a new lighter. Well, that's no reason to go out this late at night. My fever finally went down. I could barely move before that. But look at what it brought you. Your fever's even worse now than ever. Here's to the feverish passion of my darling angel. Mama? Yes, darling? Let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight. Not tonight, Emily. I hate you. I said this little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. There's another lucky development too. Emily wants to call her father. Now, if I could just make use of that feeling somehow, that would surely bring this minister around. The phone. Emily, I told you couldn't call him tonight. Why not? Listen to me, Emily. Father's about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider. What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's the Justice Minister, you know? All you do is write weird novels. What do you mean, weird? How dare you disparage my romantic expressions? You've really made me angry. You really have. How do you expect me to forgive such an insult? There. I'll be keeping my eye on you now, so you won't do anything else mischievous. Like calling your father. I hate you. I can hear you, you know. What a pair. Don't know what this family issues are, but I do know that I have to do something about this lady so Emily can call. I have the feeling that the mistake that the lady is talking about is the execution of Detective Chow, so her goals align with ours. However, she doesn't fucking know that, and she doesn't know that the only way to stop it is to let her call him. But not put the lamp right now. We'll only pour on the flames of anger in this lady's heart. If I want to give Emily a chance to use the telephone, I have to think of a way to keep her mother out of the way. Well, well, having a good time, are we, little rodents? Sweet dreams. Did you fancy the vintage, my whiskered friends? Are we about to kill a rat? To go back in time? It's more powerful than I thought. Let's actually tip the wall candelabra to one side too. The angle of those candles. I feel like I've seen something very similar to that quite recently. Oh my god, we are actually going to fucking kill the rat. Oh heavens, a blackout at a critical time like this? Of course, it might suit my story of love very well, but I myself am not very fond of the dark. Chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kind of thrills. Yeah, thank you. Why did she dunk the thing in a glass? That's not very smart. It's not sulfuric with the wine. I don't know about that. Because there's phosphorus in those. Ah, what a wonderful atmosphere. Perfect for a clandestine meeting in the dusky twilight. I don't exactly know how the situation came about, but I think I'll go around an apology. That seems to be unconscious. And now that the room has changed into this, maybe we can use it somehow. Bong. What a naughty chandelier. The Lady's Dictionary. Wasn't this on the desk before? Poor thing. Destined to never be returned to the bookshelves. I see. can't Ghost Trick during this. That's unfortunate. Okay. We've essentially used everything we can reach. Can't close the latch again, so that's not it. I'm gonna guess that it's Burn Brighter. Then hit this. No, I don't know. I can't really get further to the left. Unless I make it to the phone myself. I might have to go. Wait, no, I can't go to that place either because it doesn't have a phone anymore. That just cancels the Burn Brighter at all, like completely. Can I just bonk it on the head as she's going back? Such insolence. This lady's surprisingly quick. She dodged that thing like a pro. Hey, Terry. Some reaction time, it really is. Guess I better get serious here. I don't know what to do here. Like at the moment, I'm just seeing if there's any way I can bonk her on the head with this thing, which might kill her, which would not be ideal. But no, she is absolutely just dodging this thing. There's no tomorrow. How are you doing today, Terry? Can I maybe like catch on the... Why she managed to dodge like that? Who knew she was a dodging champion? I'm starting to get annoyed. Try that again. I'll get it this time. It's close. Right, neighbor's vehicle caught on foot. Whoop. What? Eek. Okay, she's got in it. I see. Emily! Emily, help me! Mama! I'm too dizzy, I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now. Haha, here's some of my weakness of my darling mind, Angel. Chandler is on that tighter than a wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own. Hang on a minute. Am I... This is going to be an uplifting moment. What? What is going on here? Emily, look! Did you see this? Help me, please. I'm so sick, I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning, so I guess you'll just have to stay up there spinning too. Whoosh. So this lady won't be going anywhere for a while. The little girl can call her father. The only trouble is that she can't reach it. I guess I'll just have to deliver it to her. Let's right. The angle of those candles. Yes, I know. Now I really owe that poor ant an apology. This might be a really good chance for me too. I have to get that phone to Emily. Whoosh. And the phone will drop to the left, and then hit the plank on the bottom, which might go, yeah, it'll go to the right. Mama! What in the world is going on here? Oh, goody. Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? It'll only be a minute. Ah! Don't you dare, Emily! I won't have it! Get me down! This is mostly it is. I love this game. Hello, Papa? Oh, let me drink something real quick. Also, like, this game can be other things than silly, you know, but it is still quite silly. Emily! Is it you? Of course it is silly. What do you think? But I heard... they said you were... No, never mind. It's nothing. Silly, Papa. Happy birthday, Papa! Birthday? Oh, right. It was my birthday today, wasn't it? Sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old Mama. What, you mean old Mama? I mean your mother. What is she up to right now? Well, she's certainly up, alright. The stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment. Get me down! She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble. No, Emily. I'm the one who was wrong. Huh? Could you tell your mother I'm sorry? What do you have to be sorry about? I was just about to make a terrible mistake. But it's alright now. Oh, okay. You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you. The job of Justice Minister is very complicated, you see. Okay. Just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize. I don't think I did anything. But okay, I'll apologize. That's a good girl. Okay, Papa, have a good night. I love you. Love you too, Emily. Good night, sweetheart. Mama? I'm sorry. My goodness, why the sudden change? I guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand. Oh, Emily. I thought all you ever did was write these weird novels. Makes me a little sad. I always said the job of Justice Minister was complicated. Yes, your father's job is very, very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. You're right. I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're growing up after all. And I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try to actually reading them. What? Maybe you'd better wait until you're a little older for that. Okay. So, Emily, if you're feeling a little more charitable towards your mama, do you think you could let me down now? You know, I would love to do that. But I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now. Tonight, on this holiest of nights, my deadline. It looks like the only thing pressing on me will be this chandelier. Here's to Papa and Mama's darling angel. This game's great. All of a sudden, everybody is getting along again. It's such an abrupt change, I can't understand it. Is this what family's all about? In any case, the situation has changed dramatically now. I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the forest of the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is, but at least the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office, where everybody is waiting for the prison van. The minister's family now has their smart and harmony back, but Kamena's still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Surprisingly, the minister's brow still as furrowed as ever. Quite unlike a father who has just learned his daughter's safe, he seems to still be in the depths of despair. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something as big is gonna happen. I just found out that my daughter's safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake, and for mine. No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing. What did he do? But one question. I can't help but notice, your daughter's safe. And yet you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Ah. Of course, there's still the matter of the other kidnapping victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? Please let me think in peace until the prisoner man arrives. I wonder if Lynn is at the park yet. Until we get that report, I guess I'll just have to wait here. Let's continue the stress of the ministers. Is there really something more to it, like the inspector in white said? Let's see. Hello, Justice Minister. How about you finally admit I do exist? That thank you I expressed. That was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. We actually known you, for quite a while now. But I had no idea they were the powers of the dead, or of ghosts. No? Not about what? We knew about the existence of somebody who could control others, a manipulator. What's this? That's why the execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Jowd. Mr. Minister, why don't you just tell us everything you know? Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made. Manipulator. There are some cases in this country right now that are under top-secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about the Detective Jowd, right? They don't share too much top-secret information with the inmates in prison. There are 3 prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. All 3 cases have certain points in common. They do they? Tell us more. The rock singer who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for the crime, and both of their crimes were impossible. Impossible? The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked. The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigative report to me on them. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition. But how could that be? The theory of the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator. A manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory. Sissel is the manipulator. However, he's dead right now, so we can use his ghost tricks instead. Jowd's case. Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Cabanela has been studying these cases. He has, hasn't he? Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act, according to the Inspector. The first case of its kind was a locked room murder, involving our nation's bestest detective. Are you trying to say I was manipulated somehow, into shooting armor? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that. Powers certainly don't work on living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken and proved to be a big mistake. What? No. Maybe? I'm not quite... I don't... maybe. I'm not sure. Is that the one with the dude in Japan in, like, the 1900s? I want to say? Because if it is, partially. Japanese dude went to Britain. I think I did. Anyway, the minister's mistake. and met Sherlock Holmes. Let's see. You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us more about it? I suppose everybody here has the right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out so loud that Inspector Cabanela can hear this too. Sherlock Shaw. Oh. There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanela, when you first made the report about the manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe that at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, the Minister, but I was wrong. That kind of power does exist, and I learned the truth of that firsthand. Oh, what's this? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective John's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister. What's going on? This document, what am I doing? Oh, I mustn't sign it. Do. Wait, don't deliver that document. Huh. That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. Well... At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated, and my memory of the event was only hazy at best. So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remain, eh? Signing execution orders is a part of the Justice Minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cabanela's report on the existence of a manipulator. As the Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I actually had been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose, but it sounds a bit like an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know. I should have. I was running away from the problem. And then my wife found out I was worried about something. Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's about to happen. I explained it to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately, I'm moving out. And then with the kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. That's why you've been telling people to stay back. So there's somebody else besides me with the power to the dead, I'm fine with that. After I already know about a certain desk lamp. What I'm not fine with is the fact that the person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. Apparently, different ghosts get different ghost tricks. So what did Missile get? But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from? Inspector Cabanela, this manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit. A spirit? As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. What? What do you say? Jal, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too. I'd say the only person who can't hear them is you. Spirit, ghost, God's in heaven. Has got an award for being good as well. I mean, yes, but yes. Excuse me, Mr. Minister. Suddenly I have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. Inspector! This is in. I'm at the park. I'm waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence? Well, the situation is, it's kind of difficult to explain. Sissel, if you're here, if you're there, come to the park immediately. Fine, the 2 guards can hear ghosts. It's 3 actually, but yes. There's another one slightly off screen. It looks like your help is needed, Sissel. Yeah, I guess so, huh? What murder happened there this time? Is it Missile again? It's Missile, isn't it? If he doesn't show on screen, he doesn't exist. Lynn called and I oblige. I take off towards Pemsic Park, a place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator, the person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Child's crime, and execution orders, and even my own death. Could Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me? Sissel manipulated Lynn into shooting him so he can go back and solve the... Oh my god, that could be funny as hell. That is quite something. Which means that this night ends with Sissel solving his own murder in a way that makes him go back to life, potentially. What a roundabout way to do suicide. Well, if he knew that he would get ghost tricks, because apparently you keep them every time you die and come back to life, that would just mean that he gets himself a way to get into places that he normally wouldn't be able to get to. Being able to solve certain stuff going on, right? To nothingness. Yes. However, this shall be the place where we end for the day. It's a very good place, and we have finished 3 chapters. As usual. Was a bit faster because the 1 chapter was really quick, and last week we took quite long for one. So let me go and check who I can raid for today. So, who are we raiding today? I'm guessing that there was some technical difficulties with Artie again, because she ain't streaming. Hang on a minute. Oh, never mind. Okay, it's fine. Who do we raid? You know what? Let's go and say hello to Reki. Haven't said hello to him for quite a while, because usually at this time around of day, he's not streaming anymore. And only because of a co-op, I don't know how to leave due to load shedding. Pain. So let's go say hello to Reki, who's currently playing Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Yep. And for once we get to raid him, because he's still alive. I'm gonna be calling it here today, and be back tomorrow with some Hunt Showdown with Auntie, which is hopefully gonna be very fun. Thank you very much for being here, I hope you enjoyed it, because I certainly did. This game is a lot of fun, and for the people that haven't seen everything of this game, I recommend to go and play the game as well. It's a really good puzzler. Have a good night, thank you very much for being here, bye.